Sweet relief. I feel better already.
The hero of the hour. This is an honor indeed.
Welcome back. You won't believe all the stories we've heard about you.
Look at you. I hardly recognize you. The adventuring life has turned you into a true champion, hasn't it?
Well, well. Look what the cat wizard dragged in.
The hero of the hour. This is an honor indeed.
Look at 'em. As wet behind the ears as guppies, but as eager as well-armed puppies. They'll rival even the likes of you afore the year's out.
They work us like slaves, but soon we'll belong to the best of the best.
They work us like slaves, but soon we'll belong to the best of the best.
Eyes. Everyone here wants to be as famous as you.
They work us like slaves.
I can't believe my eyes.
We'll belong to the
Oh, it smells wonderful, doesn't it, my friend? Rivellon. Home again. Long have we travelled, side by side. Now here we stand at the end of our adventure, into a wilderness I never imagined. I will return to Home Forest. I know not what I'll find there now, but oh, I will sing our story from every cave and clearing. Our victory will purge that place of Jarrett's treachery. Come visit someday, won't you? I know Mother would love to meet you. Oh, don't worry. You're not gristly enough for her taste.
Seven, there is no greater hero among us sorcerers than you!
Like slaves. But soon we'll belong to an entire city from the dead.
Did you really say an entire city from the dead? There is no greater hero than us.
Look at 'em. As wet behind the ears as guppies, but as eager as well-armed puppies. They'll rival even the likes of you afore the year's out.
To think the Academy was but a hair's breadth away from being blinked out of existence.
Is it really you? You're really back? We heard you met frightful trolls demanding troll toll, but that you wanted to hear none of it.
By the seven, you're alive and well. What with goblins and cultists and undead, we never dreamed you'd make it. You're here. Is it true what they say about your journey?
Sort of scurries traps. They hadn't counted on one thing. Source hunters.
We heard you met frightful trolls demanding troll toll, but that you wanted to hear none of it. Crikey, I'd pay up in a hurry and no mistake.
Oh, comrade, our reputations have galloped over far before we did. Old Captain Watrous won't believe half of what I told him, or so he says. He won't admit it, but he's giddier than a schoolgirl to see you again. Well, comrade, someone's got to teach these pups about going toe-to-toe against the dark forces of Rivellon. Reckon yours truly's up to the job. Oh, comrade. Oh, well, comrade, some...
Well, well, well. Look who's finally back. Were you out hunting Source, or finding yourself in Youthall Gore? So, out with it then. Who killed Councillor Jake? Well, we've heard the rumors. Source cult this and end of time that. The recruits may buy it hook, line, and sinker, but I've been on the farm long enough to know a tall tale when I hear one. I'll expect to find all the details in your report, Hunter. But first, you've got visitors. The kind I don't like to see loitering around Academy headquarters. Clear them out, and then get to writing. Gods above. There's at least 2 in every year. Look, I don't care what you do in your free time, recruit. But on Academy grounds, the recreational use of Drudenay is strictly prohibited. Do I look like your secretary? Go on. They're just inside.
Welcome back. You won't believe all the stories we've heard about you.
Source Hunter, how I rejoice at your return. I may not have scurried through the first garden myself, but thundering tomcats, I can vividly imagine the terrible battle you fought and won in that starry realm. Leandra is dead. It had to be. Astarte is free. The Void Dragon enclosed anew and forever. So few people know that thanks to you and only you, they draw happy breaths. That Zixzax writes with fervor still, and that the Weaver quietly weaves as if nothing ever happened. Your quest is over, Hunter, but your glory is endless. One day your story will be sung, and your very name whispered in reverence. How honored I am indeed to be a footnote in your tale.
Not a bad place you've got here, Guardian. Not bad at all. Though I don't know if that sourpuss of a captain realizes you were all that stood between him and certain doom. Perhaps I can rustle up a nice charming elixir to soften that scowl of his.
Now, I'm sure after all they've faced, our heroes can handle the likes of him. How are you faring?
That you have, dear Guardian. And Rivellon will remain forever in your debt. Wherever you may go, you can cast your eyes about you and know that all you see continues to exist because of you.
I will return to Lacula. Leandra left a veritable legion of sorcerers in her wake, and they'll need guidance now that Source has been cleansed. I'm certain most will be delighted to learn they need not slaughter rabbits, or worse, to secure Source's blessings. And as for the rest, well, all these recruits will need something to do, won't they?
A wizard's work is never done, Source Hunter. I don't know what the future holds, but I'll wait for it at my leisure with a pipe and a good book. And on a more personal note, I'm not entirely sure things are hopeless between Akara and I. I know she's angry now, but...
For God's sakes, I'm standing right here. And the answer is, never again. Not for all of Gungear's gold.
We'll see.
I do so hope we'll meet again, Guardian. Aiding you on this journey has been the finest privilege I can fathom.
Your health and happiness, Guardian. And thank you.
Is this really where you trained, Guardian? I don't suppose the Academy provided you with any information on how best to open the eternal flesh of the void, did they?
There's much to be said for a little hands-on training.
Is this really...
There's much to be...
Is this
There's much to be said for a little...
Source Hunter, how I rejoice. Leandra is... Your quest is...
What's it like out there, I wonder? Out in a world of adventure, how I envy you.
What's it like out there, I wonder? Out in the world of adventure. Oh, I envy you.
Wow, wow! Look what the cat wizard dragged in!
Last meal before shipping out. We're off to a little village called Alaroth. Heard of it?
Oh, I've got chills. Is this how you felt before shipping off to Sicile? Oh, I've got chills. Is this how you felt before shipping off to Sicile?
Last meal before shipping out. We're off to a little village called Alaroth. Heard of it?
Here I finally am. The Source Hunter Academy. I tell you, Governor, never in my wildest dreams would I have thought I'd actually get to see the old girl with my own two eyes. Not to mention I'm still pinching myself black and blue that I'm standing here a Source Hunter. Of course, I've you and only you to thank for that. So, cheers, Governor. Whiskey's on me. I, found a nice bottle down in the cellar. Here I finally am. Not to mention...
So, this is it. After all we've discovered, after the battles we've won, I think it really is over. What do you suppose we should do now?
The Void may be caged, but the rest of the realm's villains remain. Rivellon has need of us yet.
Onward! Against any and all the realm's evils!
And thus the Guardians lived out the remainder of their mortal days. The end. Well, if you really want to know. When our two hard-headed but passionate saviors returned to Rivellon, they started up a steamy romance, a story for the ages. Equally familiar in their little home were the sounds of passion and the breaking of glass. And thus, Rivellon's first pair of cohabitating arch-nemeses lived out their days. What more could you ask for, little imp? The void is contained, the goddess is freed, and the saviors have returned to Rivellon. What more could you ask for?